Hi
Hello,
guys.
hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Hmm.
I hope everyone is fine, Some of
Yeah.
us here are just moving, but we
But
thank
as
the
you
Lord.
can see, and then I was wearing sunglasses inside the house. I did not try to copy or anything. I just said I'll stay true to myself. This is how I feel like. So I'm gonna
If you
stick
say
to that.
so, if you say so.
But hmm, I will start with asking myself, Evergreen, how are you doing?
Wow. Wow. Not you asking yourself, okay.
Yeah, let me ask myself. I'm doing okay. Women in tech is frustrating me right now, but it's fine. We move, but generally speaking, I'm okay. We have a long weekend in Canada, so it's Canada Day yesterday, or it was Canada Day yesterday. So that was July 1st. So we get Monday off. So that's
Ooh,
good. Then I took an extra day as well, so I'm just excited that it's a 5 day week that we have, but I am
technically.
only working just 3 days, 3 out of
Do
five
you have
days.
anything from any fun activity planned?
So, yeah, so we did brunch yesterday. Today we might go out as
Oh.
well. Then tomorrow, actually, we might go out tomorrow. We're planning to go to Toronto Islands, keeping fingers crossed on that. That's weather is all good. It's just gonna be like one of those kind of like picnic
Ah,
vibe
okay.
type thing.
Hmm.
So that's what we have planned. I've never been to Toronto Islands before, and I've heard that it's really nice there. So we would do that. But Tuesday is just gonna be chilling at home, knowing that I'm going to be working the following day, so I might as well just rest. If I'm outside every day of this extended long weekend, I have that one day that I'm inside,
Fair
and I'm
enough.
inside all through the
Fair.
day.
Fair.
So yeah, how are you? How are you
Hmm.
doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Hmm.
things have been happening. As you
Okay.
can see, I have to have sunglasses on inside just because of the pain and the struggles that I'm going through.
Hmm.
Lord. So, the thing is, I know that some of you will say, we've had 4 recordings now. Not that I'm counting, and then that I'm sure that the numbers are accurate. These same braids.
I
People
don't
should
think
keep
anybody
short.
noticed or
I hear
cared.
you. They are saying it. But the thing is, I have plan this weekend to remove it, to take it off. But it's almost evening, my own time here, and it's still on. So that just tells you how the weekend has gone.
Hmm.
And it also tells you what I'm experiencing as a woman, just
Hmm.
generally, you know?
Hmm.
Because I don't like to make my hair. And unfortunately, I have very full hair. And I have a typical 4C hair. So I can't just pack my hair and be going. I have to moisturize it, oil it, condition it, whatever on a daily basis, which honestly is not
It's a lot.
sustainable.
It's a lot. Sometimes
There
I'm
was even
kind
a
of
time.
like, what? It's fair that my hair is not like as plenty because I don't go through all this plenty stress. Like I can pack my hair a whole week and
I
I'm
remember
fine.
when I see had natural hair, right? I would do like eye bond because that was the thing that was trending then. And
Yeah.
then you had to tie it down, and use what was this olive oil? What was this? I don't know what the product was that just ties that or hold it down. But the problem with that is that there's only one or two sides that you can sleep if you don't really want to mess the hair. So that already is a problem. Now I relax my hair, which is supposed to be easier in quotes. It's not really easy. I can only relax it 3 times in a year.
Hmm.
So what happens to the rest of the period? Because I can't just be packing it, right? What happens when it's due and becomes difficult for me to comb? You know, I've braided now. Will I braid again? Will I fix again? The weather is hot. We've kind of fixed it. Do I want to do? Do I want to do closure? Do I want to do round closure? Do I want to do frontal? Frontal is not even make sense because
Rhonda is
between
the see, I'm not gonna lie. See all you Instagram buddies that any small thing, you
they
have
need to
laid
show
your
me the way.
frontal. It is not my cup of tea. I don't know how to do it, and I don't even try to claim or act like I know how to do it. I don't even bother to try to say let me even do those.
Do you
I've only done
understand?
frontal in this life once. I know it's for my wedding, and hey, my eyes saw when with that frontal. So you needed to see me in in Spain looking for got to be glue because again, I'm not a usual frontal
You can even
person.
have the got to be
So
glue and not
water,
even know how to do it.
even if see when I got the got to be glue, eventually, I was still having to glue it every day because I clearly didn't glue it
Why?
well.
Why?
I clearly didn't glue it well because by the time I wake up the following morning, it has opened again.
Was
Like
yours a wig or a weave?
it was a
Then there was
weave, so it was fixed on my head, and then there was the
the
frontal there.
frontal, right?
Yeah. So it
What
was
about those that
nah.
have wigs with frontal? Do they remove it and fix it every day? Remove
I
it and refix it.
My dear, I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know. I know that some of them, I know that there's this, there's some frontals that they say, oh, it's glueless frontal wigs and whatnot, whatnot.
Is it really
But
glueless?
exactly, in my mind, I'm like, are you guys really sure it's glueless? First of all, the second of all, even those glueless ones, people still would do baby hair from left to right on it. I don't know how to do
That's
it.
not because I'm just thinking if I put glue today and I want to, won't I have to clean the glue and then reapply the because at some point there'll be builds of a glue there now. And then
Yes.
if I'm even now doing makeup, do you understand the build up of a product, build up of glue, build up of sweat?
And
Ah,
then it's for me, I always just feel like after a while it starts to smell. That's the way I feel because they'll say, oh, don't let water touch it. Okay, water will touch it because I don't know how I'm going to wash my face. And when they do those frontals, because they wanted to make it look like it is
it
your
comes to the
actual hair,
front.
they'll put it to the front like this. How am I supposed to wash my face? And then half of my forehead, I cannot wash it because they glued the frontal.
You see the issue. You see the problem. I have wigs now that I've not even worn this year because it's not even comfortable. I'll wear the wig in the morning and then when I get back, I take it off. And then I wear it back again, I take it off. I
Yeah,
wear it
the,
back
the
again, I
thing with
take it
wigs, I
off.
always feel like every time I wear wigs in a month, I always feel like I have multiple looks in that month because when I'm working and I have a meeting, I put on the wig. When the meeting is done, I take it off and I continue working with my bake hairstyle on my head. So
You
I
know,
don't know.
it's just a lot now. So now, obviously, I've not even had the time to take off this week. But the what's it called? The braids that I have on. When I take it off now, the question is, I
What
obviously have
next?
yeah, but I have to pack the hair for a little while because you can't just take off your braids and then relax it because you have to allow time. And then when you relax your hair, you also have to allow time because you can't just do a hairstyle immediately. So you can think about that. You remove your hairstyle, you do another one, then you wait a bit, and then which one do I want to do next? And obviously, me, I don't even like to sit down to make my hair normally. Anything that is going beyond 3, 4 hours, I'm already tired.
You said
And
join the
unfortunately,
crochet
my hair
gang.
is full. Do you
Join the
understand?
crochet gang. Join the crochet gang. Because for
It's
crochet, they just need to do something similar to cornrows. Maybe not 100% cornrows, like they'll do something. But last, actually, I'm not having to spend 3, 4 hours at the salon because the most work is already done with the crochet itself.
I don't want to say I'm depressed because of hair, but it's where we are. It's what I'm feeling right now. Because now I've braided. Now what do I want to do next?
You
My
braid
for you, do you
again.
know the painful thing for me is that my hair doesn't last. If I do cornrows, it gets rough easily. If I do braids, it gets rough easily. I just I can't even cut my hair
That's
because
very
cutting
frustrated.
is even high maintenance. Cutting is high
Hmm.
maintenance. I think I cut it low, even then it will grow. Then what do I do?
But if you cut your hair, you want to do style now. You know those ones that the front is
Do
going to
you
be
get?
longer, the back is going to be short, and then sometimes you have to be curling. Like there's just too much
There's that
technicalities
one
with
as well.
cutting hair as
I don't
well.
even have a
So
coiling machine to start with. You see the struggles. I have
okay,
one
okay, I have a
small
straightener.
straightener that
Yeah,
was given to
mine too is
somebody.
small.
You see, very small like that. It was given to somebody at the wedding, and I person that gave it to me. That's how I even have one because normally I didn't even have one to start with. So which one am I going to do? A wig now. You have to do that straight or you have to coil it because
You see people
afterwards it
that
start
have
looking like strong.
wigs and they constantly like, especially like long, straight wigs, and they curly, they do all this. But I'm just like, well, maybe
You
that's part of the reasons why I don't have a long, wig. Honestly, because it's not
my
my,
own is when is
it's
the
not
time?
really my calling. All those you curly this one, this
Maybe
side,
I
you curly
should
this way. You
maybe I should go into those weaves that are curly like this. That all you need to do is to put water and conditioner on them and use your hand to comb it out. Maybe, but in this
that's the
summer,
one that I considered doing. So before I made my hair, I considered, but I'm like, okay, so I'll need to buy the hair bundle and then I'll buy closure. And then in my head, I was like, hey, I'll not buy it online. I'm not seeing it. The thing will now come in to look like very synthetic. At that point, then what am I going to do? Like time would have
see this honestly, it's so very annoying. Honestly, you
Mm.
guys will just go and cut it come back in, they'll carry the F and they'll be looking all right. Your own now, small, some small time like this. God, there was even a period where if my hair is rough, like I've looked in the mirror and me, I know my hair is rough. Then I would just be like, what do you have plans to make your it's not in a very direct, and I'll just be like, me, you think I'm not
I think I don't know.
You think me, I don't know that he's rough, right? I think I don't know. Or you think I don't want to be looking peng every day. Unfortunately, it's not sustainable for me.
All those people that are always looking peng every day on Instagram, I don't believe that that's their realistic real life.
Because how do you know? Is it me when I leave? I try to leave early and come back at night. I'm tired. Is that when I'll now be removing the wig and trying to clean it in preparation for the next day? I don't know how people are doing it. Oh, people should show me the way because I really need to know. Do you understand?
And you're not want to be an Instagram body, so
I really do, but I don't want to do the work. Do you understand? I don't want to do
so
it.
you need to show her the shortcut of becoming an Instagram body.
Please. Because these girls always look on point. It's not even the hair. Let's now go into the makeup. It's the hair plus the makeup.
So the thing is, I don't have any issue or struggle with makeup. First off, I don't try to do Instagram body makeup. I just do the makeup that I've always done on my face and I'm used to and I'm okay with. So I don't struggle or I don't do any of all those the extraness or whatever. See, the lipsticks you'll find on me will be nude or purple and pink. That's my usual combo.
Makeup has evolved now. I remember when I first started makeup, maybe in 20s. Wait. Let me land.
When did you start makeup?
Maybe you will let me land. Okay. When I first started was when I ventured into buying makeup brushes. Maybe it's somewhere somebody will start.
Okay.
Was when I went and in fact, it's not even I was even forced that day. Forced, mandated to buy makeup and buy makeup brushes. And so I went and said, okay, well, let me buy them. But instead of brushes, but powder, foundation. Normally when you go into the makeup stores, they will tell you what you're supposed to do. Yeah. Then we're not even into bronzing and contouring, and then I don't know what the other ones are. Whatever
and the likes.
Do you understand? So what I knew then was you apply your foundation, you apply your powder, eyeshadow, eyelash.
Eyeliner, mascara. See, can you see this game? She's not ready to be Instagram body. More mascara. She doesn't know mascara.
No, and then you lipstick, and it was okay. That was it, right? And unfortunately for me, I didn't get into the train of makeup still, even though they did try with me. Even though my supposed best friend is a makeup artist, she didn't.
Guys, the last time Ayuna was here, we still did class on drawing eyebrows. Can you people ask her in the comment section when was the last time she practiced?
No event has come up. That's the problem.
You continue to be waiting for events, and then what you learned in April is already in the board at this point because you cannot remember anything. I am sure.
And it's not that.
It's just that events.
Life and adulting are just really been a lot lately. That's why. And in the scheme of things, makeup is really down there compared to every other thing that is happening. So that's what's
even
happening.
If you're not doing anything else, you cannot just be drawing the brows and let's just be seeing that.
But you see, the problem that I have was when was it last year? I don't know when we had this conversation that I was like, okay, I'm gonna get into.
We've had this type of conversations quite a number of times.
No, you dragging me in front of the people. No, let's keep some things hidden.
Okay.
The most recent one where I said, I want to really get into it. I want to I found out that my products are expired. And I had to buy new ones. But unfortunately, by the time I was getting new ones, it was no longer foundation alone. No, there was now loose powder. There is cake. Is it cake powder?
Hey, good.
There is
compact powder.
Pancake. Compact powder. We have bronzer now, in addition to blush. Then you have highlighter. Do you get? We even have to use lashes now.
No, you don't have to. I've never been a fan of lashes on fixing artificial lashes. I've never been a fan of it. And I feel like a part of it is because, to be honest, my eyes are quite small. So, and I don't
and you
have
don't have the kind of lashes that we
crease.
do.
Ugh. No, not even because I don't have full natural eyelashes. The other thing as well is because I
I'm not
don't
gonna show
have
you people because
crease.
I'm hiding my face, but next time.
Oh my god, scales extra. I don't have crease in my eye. So you know the
Right.
space where people put eyeshadow, like I don't have enough width there. So I
Oh,
always just feel
okay.
like the moment I fix eyelash, like it'll be hard for you to even see my actual eyeball.
Mm.
So it was never like, and I'm just like, nah, it's just too much drama. You glue these. And I always feel like the same way I feel with frontal, because I always feel like with frontal, when you are gluing, by the time you're removing the glue, all the hair that you have there,
But I
you
heard
remove it with the glue.
they're now magnetic lashes.
I don't want to do like I don't want to glue anything, whether magnetic or it's not magnetic. The last time that I fixed eyelashes was for my wedding, which is like 3.5
Oh, it
years
was for my
ago.
birthday actually. That was the last time. But the very first time I did was for my wedding, and the second time was for my birthday
You
after
see,
the wedding. So
you
that's
see,
all.
it's just too
But to be
much
honest, I really don't
trouble.
need it because naturally my lashes are long.
You know what? Speaking about like makeup, have you ever considered doing all this microblading or what
I
not?
have.
Especially because you know what, you and makeup are not friends. So if at least you have that one already sorted, it means that everything else you just
I
move with
I
it.
I I have one, but the problem is that some of them always. I'm just sorry for our listeners. You almost look like our more alata. You know, like how do I say it? It looks very fake. It looks very like it looks
I'm not
like
gonna. I feel like that's one of the reasons why I've not done it, and I
it looks
feel like
very fake for some people. I've
I don't
hardly
have that.
found the one that looks natural. Many of them look like you can tell that it's a tattoo. That's what
Yeah.
it looks like,
And
and
to me, I always just
I
also
don't
feel
know.
like on a norm when I wake up in the morning or when I don't have makeup on, my eyebrows, I have really sparse brows. So in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna look very weird having a very put together eyebrows and I don't have makeup on, I don't have anything on. Like it's gonna look weird. For this one thing, I don't have that fear of missing out. For some reason, I don't. Like I don't
Yeah,
feel
I've
like
not
I'm
actually thought
missing
of it.
something for not doing. Like I see it online. I know Abby has dragged me and dragged me that I should do it, I should do it. But I just always feel like, eh, I'm going to look like a Beth.
I don't know. Maybe if things evolve and things get better, and then there's like a more natural looking one. Because the thing now is like based on brow application or for people that I follow or people's page that I constantly go on. If I see daughters now, it's no longer the defined brows. What's happening now is the feathery kind of brows.
Yeah.
So it's like, so what happens when this one that we're trying to do then goes out of fashion and then we're
Then
doing
you're
something
thinking of
else?
how to clean the
Do you
tattoo
understand?
off.
That's the challenge that I have with me. Also, makeup is constantly evolving. I
Yeah,
just
it
got
is.
on the bandwagon of 5 step care, face care routine. You will cleanse, you will tone, you will eye cream, you will moisturize. I've forgotten one step. Serum. Now 5 step. I've just gotten on it.
Also,
Plus
sunscreen.
plus sunscreen. Sunscreen, but plus sunscreen. Yeah, there's that as well. And then to now add this one to it is a whole lot. I'm just thankful that I have very good genes that doesn't require makeup on a daily.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have learned it if I was not fine.
No, I don't think so.
Jeez, wow. Not you, not even give me any vote of confidence. Wow.
No, I
Okay.
don't think so. Because I just feel like it's not something that I feel like makeup is not just your like it's not your vibe. Because if I know how you can be with things that you genuinely love, if it's
Fair
fashion now,
enough.
we'll find you
Wow.
there.
Wow.
So I feel like it's just not your thing. That's why you've
Mm.
just not really invested time
But
or
one thing I
anything.
want to invest in right now is, but just that I'm waiting for my money to be long. People should put me in your prayer and talk to people. If you guys like and follow and share now, we get sponsors that will not help with my fine
Career.
girl. You get
Instagram
so
body
you
ministry.
get so there's this thing that people are doing now. I don't know what it's called, but it has to do with where you anyways, facial routine where you just start to glow. There's this process that maybe it's peeling. Yes, face
Yeah,
peeling.
do
That
you know
you
that I'm always very like I don't think I've ever done facials in my entire life.
see. I've
Because I
done
just always feel very like worried about those. Because so one of the things, my worry is always my skin, my face is actually not bad though. Like it's actually not
Let's
bad.
not go and make it worse.
Let me not go and do something now, all in the name of I'm seeing everybody doing it, and it looks like every time they do it, they come out glowing.
It looks like even
then me, I'll not go and do it. It's now on my own turn.
We'll do research. Because I'm just like,
know.
if I'm the person that doesn't even do makeup on a norm, at least let my face be glowing. If it's glowing, now people will even be like, oh, she don't need makeup. I'll check your face. Let the natural look glow.
Although she's saying they're doing chemical peel, chemical.
You even know it now. That's the thing. The peel.
I'm not even like I'm not, because, and another thing with those peels, at least ones that I've seen online, is they actually first of all go through this very terrible phase after they do the chemical peel. Like their face will be they say it's purging, like their face is purging. So many scenarios will be. And then afterwards,
you're trying to discourage me right now.
I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just saying the things that me have seen, but I've never, like, I've just been like, hey, my skin's actually not bad though. Let me not go on. And in my head, I'm like, see, we were saying we're doing a 5-step. You started doing 5-step skincare. Does Simtel do 5-step skincare with you? Okay.
That's the issue that I have.
Because as I'm saying that my skin is not that bad. Mr. Base skin is extra popping. And it's not doing anything.
They don't even use body lotion, many of them. Still.
So I'm like, and I know he's going to laugh at me. Say, you see, you going to go and put something. Now it has spoiled. Everything is spoiled.
Okay. No,
I feel like I will be very, very insecure if I do one of those things and it backfires.
Yeah. Because I have never had any skin issues. I've never had like any dark spot or any of these things.
Sure, you see me,
but
every now and then I even get I don't know, they call it hormonal acne here and there. At least I do have that every now and then, but it's never been like so bad that I'm not able to turn on my camera, I'm not able to take photo, or I'm taking photo and I'm like, geez, I have to.
I want the glow that is blinding. That's the thing.
Even if I can't do Instagram, let's use you as this person. You go
even if I can't do Instagram body, people, let me know. All of you that are on it, please share. Let me know. Let it not be that I'm about to enter one chance now. And I have to by force, I have to learn how to use makeup because I have to cover up everything that's happening on that net. People should please help a sister, yeah. And we rise by listening all that stuff. Please.
Wow. No, you quoting the video, yeah.
Let's just leave the video for now.
Yeah, let's just leave that topic because she has a show here.
Yeah, does it? Are you going?
Right now, I honestly don't know. I've not bought tickets, so okay. I don't know. And then I think what the worst was, I saw somebody on my WhatsApp status yesterday, and the person posted and said it's for the Toronto show, and the person posted and said, "Oh, who wants to buy 2 Davido tickets? Me, I'm not going again. No, come and buy my ticket." I said,
"No way! Oh my god!"
At that point,
oh my god,
I've been like, prior to the old scandal and everything, how did we get into this topic?
No.
Because I was so sure that I don't want to put my mouth in this gist anyway.
We're not getting into it. We're not. We're going back. Please.
Okay, moving back to the struggle. This episode is very chaotic, but we move. The other struggle is the struggle of hormones around that time of the month, a week before or during the period week, and then post the period. Hey, like everything, several things will just be happening to you, and it's just not going to be making sense. It's not going to be adding up. You are bloated. You're just like, I'm not even like, you wake up, you have not eaten, no. You just woke up.
Do you understand? It's also
and
like
then you look at yourself and you say, where's this bloating from?
Yeah, the mood change is the cravings that you experience, the cramps, how just working through that period is very painful, it's just very annoying. It's just everything. Like and this is what I was saying, like, and I keep saying it's so painful because that's which we do not want to talk about generally, and the rest of the gender can just go on doing life and whatever it is that they want. But just because you don't want to go through the path of having your egg fertilized, right? Whatever it is that you're doing to not have your egg fertilized, you now have to take the punishment of having your period. And if you're not getting your period on a regular, it probably means that there's some other medical condition, like for example, PCOS
which
that
is
you're
not
dealing with,
necessarily a good.
which in itself already comes with a whole lot of things, because
Yeah.
you're probably like moody, you're probably having weight gain, you probably have to be on some medication. So that one is just so much. And it's so painful because in this path that we are on, right? Just before you get your period and after you get your period, probably somebody changes that you're going through. The period in which you get your period and when it ends is only very limited. So that one in itself, you're dealing with something else again. And obviously, if you're trying to live your life the way the men are living their lives, right? And becoming Father Abraham, but you also maybe just want to have one or something, then you plan around that and then you get contraceptive, which in itself already has side effects.
Yeah. Why is it that there's none of those contraceptives that doesn't have side effects? They all do have side.
Everything has. If you get a period, you're getting cramps, you're getting bloated, you're getting, if you even if you now have your egg fertilized, that one is even another different.
So it's like a case of you just cannot win.
You can't. You just cannot. It's so unfair. So unfair. Also, economic recession is affecting everything that you do. Parts are expensive. I don't even know if contraceptives too have gone up. Which one is it?
Hey,
do you understand? Which one is it? It's so painful.
Clearly, I don't even know. It's very angry.
Yeah, I don't want people to see my eye. I'm close to tears. But it's just it is so painful. But it's just one of the things that you just have to do. And this is why I was saying, and I keep saying, I don't know why we don't have so many of these agencies, government officials, whatever, trying to make parts free. Contraceptives in itself should be free, because I don't remember paying for one. I
don't think they're free here. I think you have to pay for it here.
Maybe it's all part of the insurance that I already paid for, but I don't remember paying for. I just remember having a call about the one that I wanted to go for. And excuse me, the thing is that when you're deciding not to go on contraceptive or to select one contraception, the fact is that you'll be walked through this one has
everything with you. But the doctor would never say go for this one.
Never.
They will just tell you everything. Say these are all your options, and for each of these options, here are the pros, here are the cons, here are the pros, here are the cons. Now they will not leave you with overload
of information, and then you still have to pick one. I remember when I was going on the path of implant, for example, it was like, oh yeah, you're going to. Your probably was like going hard way, but obviously if you're eating a lot, then you can't really blame the contraceptive for making you hard weight, so you have to be conscious of that. Your cycle will become irregular, but when you're done with it becomes regular. Then you can experience some breast pain, you can experience some bloating, you can experience some this. Maybe if you have headaches, but it's okay, you have to wait it out. It takes a while for your body to adjust to it. Why
the one that the part that I went through at the time was the patch. Oh my god. They just say, oh, you can get like blood spots here and there. It's a lie. It's not spots here and there. It is
and
not.
they tell you that it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
So there's that part too, because you're even trying to ask somebody else that has gone through it, which one worked for you.
You cannot judge based off of how this person's body or their own experience was. It's just, see, I don't know. There's no winning. There's no winning.
There's no winning there. And Emma will just keep on going and keep on,
again, we've said we're not going to talk about this. So
I'm just meant generally. You could not read me into what I just generally go and populate,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying. I am not in your mind, so I don't know what you're saying.
I think we need to have a conference as women, come together, and think of the way forward. We need scientists. We need, researchers to come up with ideas and solutions whereby I will myself notify, I don't know, a body or my body, whoever is responsible, and say, I'm not ready for the other part of it. So is it that I deciding to have a child, I'm not having a child, right? Okay, I don't want to have a child now in the next 2 years. Cease. Come back when I say I'm ready.
But that's not the cycle of life, love. It's not that way. That's
So
not the
which
way it
cycle of
moves.
life really favors women? Which one favors women? Do you understand? And I don't know why there was an apple in the Garden of Eden to start with.
Eve is to blame. You have to go and
There shouldn't have been
Eve.
an apple there. There shouldn't have been.
So now it is the apple's fault for being there.
I mean, if there was no apple, nothing would have been eaten. If nothing was eaten, then we would not be going through a lot of things that we're going through. Do you understand? I don't really know why. It's just so unfair.
Yeah.
And then everything that happens to you, I feel like women generally even experience body changes way more than men do. The body changes that men do, maybe just because I don't want to say they are lazy. They just don't want to work out. I say that's not what I meant, but my point is that women go through more body changes than men. You should not misquote me on this episode. I feel like I've said a whole lot of.
Yes, you have. I feel like you just need to calm down.
I'm pained.
Calm down.
I'm pained.
I agree. We women are going through it. We are, but I don't know. All these things are things that unfortunately there's really nothing that we can do about it. Like the whole period, the whole cramps, the whole bloating, all of those. Like I constantly have to like motivate myself to work out on that, like in that period of the month, because I'm just like I don't even just feel like doing anything.
Do you get? And you know what pains me the most in all of this? Like, let's even get serious, right? Is that we women are the ones that experience it. So firsthand, we have knowledge of what it's like to go through the different ones. Whatever path that you're on, either you're on the path of not wanting a baby, either you're on the path of getting your period regularly, you can be on the path of not, you can be whatever path that you're on. The fact is that firsthand we get it. Yeah. I can be talking to a woman about certain things and you'll be like, honestly, that was probably me last month. So I absolutely get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But it's so painful that we are also the ones that are really hard on ourselves and harsh on ourselves in terms of condemning each other instead of uplifting each other. Because somebody can be talking about, you know, whatever I say, somebody can be talking about, having had a baby, for example, a year ago and finding it very difficult to snap back. And instead of understanding that, okay, it's a process and everybody's body is different. You can see comments about, oh, you're being lazy, you're not working out enough.
I don't other people know your mates.
Do you get?
Didn't they do it? You too, you should be able to do it.
Do you get? And it's just like being in the workplace as well. We have women in the M's of power, like in management team there. And then you should imagine when a woman comes to you and is telling you that she's having worse. People have very, very bad period.
Me too. I go through it and I'm fine. I'm still able to come to work. I'm still able to do my thing. So you don't have
somebody else that is supposed to understand,
be on your side.
Yeah, it's not someone that is against you. I literally was reading a comment on Instagram. I think Obi I'd posted something. I don't know if you're familiar with that, about the trials that women go through at work. And she was talking about how just before she had her first child, she was due for a promotion, I believe. And then you know how appraisal worked where we were as well. So you are being appraised for the period that I passed. You understand? So she had done the work and I was just beginning her maternity leave after. So she had passed that period and she was being appraised in her absence. And a fellow woman had said, why should this person be, while she was due for promotion, why should this person be promoted? Because they are away on maternity. But she had done the work. Yeah. So she's like, it's women are constantly fighting against women. It's so unfair because generally in terms of women now are being more ambitious and we have a lot of people that are talking about this constantly and how women are striving for more, wanting to do more. And in the midst of the fact that there are women that still want to experience the things that, for example, maybe go through childbearing. Some women want to be wives, for example. All of those also come with responsibilities, but maybe they also want to have thriving business. They want to succeed in the workplace and all of that. So it's like an added responsibility on you. Gone at the times where it was just like, okay, some women largely at the time, years back, either you're an homemaker or either you're the other you're a professional person, like you can pick between them. But now we have women that are trying to do everything as much as they can. Do you understand? And so you would think that the support should be more, but it's like we're the ones fighting against it. It's so weird. It's so
honestly
weird.
Guys, ladies, as you're listening, this is a wake-up call. If you're one of those people that are always, as a lady, always against your fellow lady. No, it's not a competition. It's not nothing. We're supposed to be there for each other. We're supposed to be support. Because if we continue this part, and then will continue to just be saying all this, because she's very
because what you keep saying, at what point are we not going to skip saying it? Do you understand? And it's the same woman that will ask you, don't you have a boyfriend? You're not going to get married. The same woman that will ask you, you've been married for how many years? Don't you want to have a child? The same one that will ask you, you've had one, don't you want to have a child? Quickly, let the space not be too much. Go into the comments, go on social media. How many men actually make those kind of comments? How many?
Yeah.
Why do we constantly feel like I didn't wait long? Don't wait long. Sis, your path is different from my own. Your name and my name are not the same. We didn't even come from the same pathway or same family.
We don't see it that way.
Don't even try to.
That way.
So that's one of the things that pains me as a woman, generally. It's that women are not supportive of women.
Oh.
You know how it's so bad in the workplace that it's actually mostly, sometimes, I'll say, mostly easier to have a man as a manager. Yes. Than a woman. It's crazy. Like, if I think back to all the experience that I've had, it's actually way easier with men than women.
On the contrary, yes, for the most part, I've had one female boss that, oh my God, was very extra, was very, oh God. But I've had one, so far, I think I've had 3 managers. No. Don't let me just say 3. But anyways, I have had one female manager who wasn't unnecessary or like was acting extra in any way. But I agree that so far, like, most times it's actually a lot easier when you have a male boss. Like, most times, even most times more understanding.
Yeah.
Like I've had a female manager who had at the time said to me that if my boyfriend couldn't afford to give me money to buy, I think, a new wig or
I know this person. Once you just said, I'm like, yeah, I know that person.
That then what am I doing with the person? That's a female boss.
His life.
What's the correlation between me doing my job and you talking to me about boyfriends not giving me money to?
See, even these baddies are the ones that are putting pressure on ourselves to become baddies. That's the problem. We're putting pressure on ourselves to become baddies.
I don't want to be. Last, I don't want to be, because it's not easy. All the things you have to do makeup a certain way. You have to take your photos with certain angles. You have to edit the photo. Even Instagram, you have to. It has to have some sort of template.
Now the craze is BBL.
Post this one here. You can't post this type of colors at the same. I don't have the strength for that. I just want to post. Like, how did things move from just doing things just easily?
Now that I'm talking about posting pictures, I remember there was a time that I posted a picture on, was it on my Insta story? And someone that I wouldn't say particularly close to, we're just cordial, and sent me a message. I said, oh, next time you need to have your nails done well before you. And I thought, sis, I'm just. So
you can never post photo now because you do not fix nails.
See, do you see the issues? It's too much.
And I'm sure the person that messaged you was a babe. Because clearly, of course. Some guys don't even notice that you fix nail or
what you don't fix nail.
Talk us off.
Do you understand?
So
I can come into the house now and the other will not even know that I've made my maybe until the next day. So what are we even talking about? So at the end of the day, what am I doing it for?
Last, women, we cannot be each other's enemies.
We can't.
We need together.
Honestly, we ought to support ourselves.
Because for the most part, we are all experiencing all of these things. It might just be different. We're all experiencing, like, we're all having period. Even if you have PCOS and your period's not even regular, but you're still having it. And when you have it, you're experiencing other things as well that other people are not. Like, we're all in this.
We're all in this
We're all
together.
experiencing these
Do you
things.
guess?
There's no point in you carrying armor to break the other woman,
Or feel
the
like
other
you,
woman's head.
yeah, the superwoman just because you have a way of, and even for example,
Or
even
because you have a way of dealing with pain and
Yes.
stress does not mean that everybody wants to deal with the pain and the stress.
Everybody's pain threshold
It's
tolerance
different.
is different.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's different. You know, even this period pain, for example, it's only recently that I realized that when you have intense period
pain, there's actually
yes, and
endometriosis.
Good, thank you.
Endometriosis. Oh, I think I just murdered it now. But that I learned it from, what's her name now?
Zainab.
Yeah,
do you get? But I have no experience, but it was actually insightful for me to understand that actually this is a thing that people go through, and a lot of people just for the fact that you don't want to be shamed as, you know, being unable to endure pain or being unable to endure what other people are enduring. You wouldn't want to even speak out. Do you understand? And thankfully, somebody had the courage to, and then I'm sure many of us have actually learned something. But that just to show you what people have to do with on the inside, just because you don't want to say how you're feeling. And it's so painful. Like, people have died from very, very, very uncomplicated and very little things just because you don't want to speak out or you don't want to come off as a nuisance. It's so sad, honestly. So the pain and trials that we're going through as women can be less painful if we have support system, if you understand each other better. We stop putting pressure on each other. Like, we're all unique in our different ways. We're all different in our different ways. You may be a frontal person, and I really commend you for the effort that you're making.
Honestly, see, I know that I cannot be you. Like, you see all this, I can't. But you know what? You that you're doing it, I'm happy for you. I'm going to double tap or your photos on Instagram.
You get, because it's
good
nice.
Good job. But wait, I'm going to force myself to be doing that. Nah. I
mean, just
I
end
don't
up
have the
being
flair
on
for
the
it.
brace, or if Kiko were back to being a teen, maybe that. But you cannot. No, honestly, not. Like, jeez. Anyways, guys, I promise I'll come with a different style next time.
Okay, cool. Everyone should do the needful, which is like, subscribe, share, drop comments. You know, if there are things that you're also struggling with or that you just feel like ranting about, drop it in the comment section. Let me tell you something.
All of you women that are following us, if I don't see your comment, that I know that one of those that are not supporting women. Wow. This is evidence. Yes.
So because if you want to
tell me that one of the things that
you are supporting women,
you have not experienced,
you have to support us.
Do you understand? So if I do not see your comments, I not say, oh, I listen to you guys, and I do not drop comment. I will just know everything I do is a face value. It's just, it does not have
be
depth.
Trusted.
Yeah, you can't be. So there we go.
Cool. We hope you enjoyed the rant and the everything. No,
it wasn't rant. I hope you enjoyed this very insightful.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed this very insightful episode.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll see you guys in the next
one.
Yeah. Enjoy. Bye.